I did one of my favorite books is called Swan Song. A lot of my friends have done books about dinosaurs, and I will never do a book about dinosaurs because other people have done it, and I don't want to do what they do. But I'm fascinated by the subject of extinction. So I did a book called Swan Song, and all the animals in this book are 400 years, have been extinct less than 400 years. So obviously no dinosaurs, which went extinct 65 million years ago. And I had to do research on every single one of them. But it was, I won't say it was the happiest book I ever did because it was about death, but it was the most fascinating book because of the research and how these animals, how the last one died. I always loved telling kids about the passenger pigeon. There was, at one time, 1 out of every 2 birds in America was a passenger pigeon. There were billions. James J. Audubon once said he saw a flock of them 320 miles long and 1 mile wide. It took 3 days for them to fly over. If you shot a gun in the air, you killed 200 birds with 1 shot. If they landed on tree branches, thick as piano legs, they snapped them like twigs. If they landed in fields and flew up again, the fields were white with bird droppings. This is where the idea of a stool pigeon came from. They would get one of these birds and sew, I don't mean to be gross here, but they would sew its eyes shut, and they would hammer its feet into a piano stool or a tree stump. And the other birds would see it flapping its wings in pain. They would fly down to inspect, bang, shoot them out of the air. Out of the billions and billions of these birds, the very last passenger pigeon died at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on September 1st, 1914, in the Cincinnati, Ohio Zoo. Her name was Martha. She was 29 years old. Obviously, she died from either old age or loneliness, or both. If you ever go to the Cincinnati, Ohio Zoo, you'll see a huge display of Martha and the passenger pigeon. They're doing wonderful things with DNA these days, but none of these animals, Steller sea cow, the laughing owl, the Arizona cougar, the Bali tiger, none of them will ever be coming back again. And they're all gone because of the greatest predator on earth, which of course is us. So that makes, I think, for a compelling story to fourth and fifth graders who are becoming interested in nonfiction. You know, my poems don't have a message per se, but if they can provide some information to kids in a way that sticks with them. I mean, every time I hear that story or tell it, it's just not a story I'm ever going to forget.